And there's a whole body being stuff. So I didn't train that because I cared about the body being. I trained that because I wanted to get good at fighting. Right? It's like, how does it work best? How is it most powerful? What's the structure? Things like that. How do I get in touch with these principles? What can I create that helps me get in touch with these principles? Then I create the ball and chain and the water drop and stuff to control my mind and to force it and the nervous system down a road it doesn't want to go. It doesn't know how to go there unless it's got a different reality to relate to. So I give it a different reality to relate to so it can go there, and voila, it's effective. See, but that's not a fantasy. I know what I'm doing. So I'm doing it on purpose. And I know there's no real ball and chain there. I don't have to be told there's an energy ball and chain that really exists, and I have to tap into it from the nether regions, in the Tibetan Blue Mountain with the sun. No, I create it. And then I would fight people, play with them usually, sometimes fighting, but usually matches and play with them. And they would comment, not infrequently, that they're having a bad day. So, and they never understood. I tell them, the reason you're having a bad day is because you're playing with me. So you don't understand. Everybody thinks of their own self, say like what goes on over there, and their own techniques and what they can do, and they say, well, it doesn't seem to be working out. That's because I'm manipulating the relationship so it doesn't work out. On purpose. That's why you're having a bad day. You notice you feel a little clumsy? It's not quite working. You lose your balance, et cetera, et cetera. Why? Are you just clumsy? No. If I wasn't here, you probably wouldn't be clumsy. I mean, maybe you would, I don't know. But, if you think you're having a bad day, then probably not. See, but nobody grasps that the relationship, but they can't see it. They can't see it. They can't see the relationship. What's happening. Saying, why Wong said, you're too intelligent. You're too intelligent. Because I'd recognize the relationship in 5 minutes. When he was showing us it. I said, okay, change, boom. But most people do not. And like I said, they don't know. See, they can't see. Yeah, and most people, if they will fall for something, like if you do something again and again and again, they'll fall for it again and again and again. So if you can defeat them in one way, say, you'll defeat them again and again and again and again. I told you about a time in judo. I told this guy I was going to throw him a certain way, and I did. I said, I'm going to do it again. I did. I'm going to do it again. I did. I did it 5 times in a row, and he couldn't stop me. 5 times in a row. And I told him, I'm going to do it again. Ready? Okay, how about now? And he couldn't stop me, right? Now, that, to me, is slow learning. Slow learning. Because if somebody's actually telling you, if they've actually done it at least a couple times, you should catch on to what they're doing, right? And see? But it was, it's again, too, some of his nervous system. See? And I was using balance, and I was using his nervous reactivity, and he couldn't stop it. Over and over again. And, if you want to be really cruel, see, you get people you set stuff up, right? You're working with them, and you get them to think they're being successful or something. Say, maybe just a little bit more they can be successful. And they're being successful. And say, oh yes, you're successful. And, get their mind focused a certain way. And then they won't give it up. Seriously, they won't give it up to save their life. And then you use it against them, and you beat the crap out of them over and over again, and they'll keep trying it, and they'll keep trying it. Now that's cruel, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? And they will. And they, they really, to save their ass, they will not, because they think that I was successful with that, see, or that was working for me, or almost working for me, and so if I just try harder, it will work. I don't know why it's not working now, because you're not paying attention. I changed the relationship thing. Anyway, and I'm using it against you. They'll keep driving in that same way.
Hi, I'm Brendan Lee, and I've been studying with Peter Ralston for 20 years. I really want you to know that no matter how many videos you watch or books you read, it pales in comparison to the power of the live workshops that we host here at the center or on Zoom. If you want to get serious and do work that makes a real difference, please check the links in the description to learn more. Thank you.